Beneath the surface of our most intense connections lies a contract written in the stars, one that isn't signed with promises of forever, but with the weight of ancient lessons. A karmic relationship is not a resting place. It is a spiritual forge. It begins with a magnetic, almost blinding pull, where fleeting triggers feel like sparks of destiny rather than the warning shots they truly are. Before long, the initial magic dissolves into a predictable cycle of turmoil. You find yourself trapped in a rhythmic back and forth of ecstatic highs and hollow lows, where every "I'm sorry" is a debt left unpaid. This friction is designed to bring your unhealed shadows into the light, forcing you to confront the resentment that builds when you pour your soul into a vessel that refuses to be filled. The true purpose of this reading are the pivotal lessons left in its wake, the discovery of your own boundaries, and the realization that you cannot fix a soul that is on a separate path. The act of letting go is the ultimate graduation, a painful yet holy surrender where you reclaim your energy from the ghost of the past. As the cord finally severs, you aren't left empty. You are finally free to return to a state of radical self-love, realizing that the peace you were desperately trying to build with them was actually waiting for you alone, all along. Phase 1, the pre-shadow. This is your intuitive ripple. The High Priestess reversed. The story begins in the quiet, secret space you have worked so hard to cultivate. You've been moving with a rhythm that feels authentic, but suddenly the air changes. It starts with a subtle, intuitive ripple, a feeling in your gut that something from the past is trying to find its way back. This is the energy of the High Priestess reversed, indicating a breach in the psychic atmosphere. You might find yourself waking up from vivid, cluttered dreams that feature this individual's face or a specific location from your history. This isn't destiny calling. It is your subconscious picking up on their obsessive focus. This karmic person is currently stuck in their own stagnation and is drawn to the light you now radiate. They are mentally tethering themselves to your frequency, creating an energetic leak that leaves you feeling drained. You might notice your phone lighting up with random numbers or find your mind drifting toward them at odd hours. This is the pre-shadow phase, a warning to tighten your spiritual perimeter. Your peace is being pinged, like a radar detecting an unidentified object on the horizon, and your intuition is screaming for you to pay attention to the shadows before they take shape. Phase 2, the comparison trap. 5 of Swords. Before they ever dare to make a move, they are conducting a scouting mission from the periphery. The 5 of Swords appears, revealing a hollow, competitive energy that is more about winning than connection. This person hasn't spent their time evolving. They have been watching you through the digital window. They are the ghost accounts, viewing your stories and the silent observers of your success. They aren't looking for proof of your happiness. Your happiness is an affront to their ego. They are searching for a crack in your armor or a sign that you are still mourning the version of us that never actually existed. This is energy poaching. They want to see if they still have the power to influence your mood or trigger your curiosity. The Five of Swords warns that their intentions are rooted in the desire to conquer, not to reconcile. They view your peace as a challenge to be overcome, a fortress they feel entitled to inhabit once more. Every like on an old photo or every mention of their name in your circle is a strategic strike designed to see if you will flinch. They are measuring the distance between your strength and your former vulnerability, looking for any thread of attachment. Phase 3, the innocent bait. First contact. Page of Pentacles. The contact finally arrives, and as predicted by the Page of Pentacles, it is intentionally underwhelming. This is the innocent bait phase. It rarely starts with a grand gesture. It's a, "Hey, how have you been?" text at 11 p.m. It's a late happy birthday, or a random link to a song that you shared. By keeping the gesture small, they are protecting their ego while setting a trap. If you respond warmly, they know the door is ajar. If you respond harshly, they can claim you are overreacting. The Page of Pentacles represents a seed they are trying to plant in your peace. They want to see if you will water it with your intention. They are banking on your politeness and your inclination to be a good person. This is breadcrumbing, where they offer just enough to keep you wondering, but not enough to actually require anything from them. They are testing the soil of your boundaries to see if the ground is still soft. The trap is set with the illusion of casualness, but the intent is to disrupt the stillness you have fought to achieve. It is a calculated low-risk maneuver designed to provoke a high-energy response. Do not be fooled by the simplicity of the message. The intent is to reestablish a hook in your consciousness. Phase 4, the false apology. Knight of Cups reversed. If you choose to engage, the mask shifts and the Knight of Cups reversed enters. This is the phase of the false apology, where they present a cup of emotion that is actually filled with empty promises. They will say exactly what you needed to hear months ago, years ago, using your past desires against you. They might talk about how much they've realized or how no one else understands them like you do. However, if you look closely, there is a distinct lack of accountability. The apology is centered around their feelings and their loss, rarely acknowledging the specific pain they caused you. This is emotional manipulation disguised as vulnerability. They are using nostalgia as a hook, hoping memory will blind you to reality. The Knight of Cups reversed is a charmer who lacks a foundation. They are all wind and no substance. They don't miss you. They miss the way you made them feel. They miss the utility you provided, the emotional safety net or the validation. This phase is designed to pull you back into the karmic loop by making you feel like your previous investment is finally paying off. It is a mirage in the desert of their making. They are dangling the carrot of the person you wanted them to be to see if you will chase it one more time. Phase 5, the mirror of truth. This is your internal conflict, the Two of Swords. Now, the story shifts inward as you find yourself in the Two of Swords. This is the mirror of truth phase, where external noise meets internal resolve. You are standing at a crossroads, and for a moment, the conflict feels paralyzing. One part of you, the part that still carries the echoes of the trauma bond, wants to believe this time is different. That part wants the validation of being the one who finally changed them. But the other part of you, the part that has emerged from the fire as the master of your own life, knows this is just a repeat of a tired old script. The Two of Swords shows you sitting with your arms crossed over your heart, blindfolded, trying to tune out the chatter to hear your own soul. The peace you've built feels fragile because the karmic person has successfully disturbed the surface of your water. This is the most dangerous phase because it is where many cave, mistaking the intensity of the conflict for passion. But the silence of the blindfold is where your power lies. You must realize you aren't choosing between them and another person. You are choosing between your past self and your future self. If you let the karmic in now, the storm will not just disturb your peace, it will decimate your progress. This is the exam of discernment. Phase 6. The mask slips. When you don't provide the second chance that they feel entitled to, the energy shifts to agitation. The Eight of Swords appears, representing the mental cage they tried to build around you. Since they can't control you, they will try to control how you perceive yourself. This is where the guilt tripping begins. They might send messages about how disappointed they are in your lack of growth or how cold you've become. They will weaponize your healing against you, claiming that if you were truly healed, you would be forgiving. They might bring up their own current hardships specifically designed to trigger your inner nurturer or fixer. They want you to feel trapped by your own empathy. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restriction, and they are trying to trick you into stepping into that cage. They want you to feel responsible for their emotional regulation. This phase is an attempt to make your peace feel like selfishness. They are trying to convince you that your boundaries are walls and that you are punishing them. It is a desperate grasp for the leash they used to hold. You must remember that the swords surrounding you are only as sharp as your willingness to believe their lies. Their opinion of your boundaries is not your responsibility. Phase 7. The Tower moment. This is the climax. It is the instant where the fog finally lifts and you see the person for who they are, not who you wished they would be. It's a moment of piercing clarity that hits you like a lightning bolt, shattering the artificial structure of the connection. You realize this person is a peace thief who offers nothing but chaos. You see the pattern clearly, the cycle of return, the fake apologies, and the inevitable descent. The Tower here is not a disaster that happens to you. It is a controlled demolition that you initiate for survival. You decide that the bridge they are trying to walk across is no longer sound. You stop trying to save the connection, and you let the whole thing crumble. This is the great realization where you understand your peace is worth more than their comfort. You recognize that by entertaining this person, you are essentially voting for some and for more of the same pain. The fire of the Tower burns away the illusions and the what-ifs that kept you tethered to this karmic ghost. It is a loud, messy, and absolutely necessary ending. You realize you don't need a final closure talk because their behavior is all the closure you need. The destruction of the old allows for the foundation of the new to breathe. Phase 8, the final cut. The Ace of Swords. Having cleared the debris, you step into the piercing energy of the Ace of Swords, and this is the final cut. You realize you don't owe this person a conversation or a detailed explanation. You understand that no is a complete sentence and that silence is often the most powerful response. The Ace of Swords represents the clarity that comes when you stop negotiating with your own peace. You take the sword and you cut the cord once and for all. This is the moment you hit the block button, not out of anger, but out of self-preservation. You delete the messages and physically excise them from your reality. There is no more staying friends or leaving the door cracked. The clarity is cold, sharp, and incredibly liberating. You begin to feel a physical weight lift as you reclaim the headspace that was being occupied by what-ifs. This is the phase where you stop being the victim of the peace disturbance and start being the architect of your sanctuary. You aren't just defending your peace, you are enforcing it with authority. The sword doesn't just cut the person out, it cuts the karmic contract that kept you bound to their lessons. You've graduated. By choosing the blade of truth over the comfort of a lie, you have permanently altered your destiny. Phase 9. The integration. 6 of Swords. As you move away from the smoke, you enter into the 6 of Swords. This is a phase of integration and energetic retrieval. You are rowing away from the choppy waters of the karmic cycle toward calmer shores. It's a quiet time of reflection where you gather all the pieces of yourself you've left behind. Every ounce of energy you spent worrying about them or trying to heal them is now flowing back into your own life. You might feel a strange sense of mourning, not for the person, but for the version of yourself that thought you deserved that treatment. But as you row further away, that mourning is replaced by profound relief. You start to notice your garden is growing again. Your creativity returns. Your sleep becomes peaceful, and your health improves as the stress cortisol of the karmic return leaves your system. The 6 of Swords is a journey toward the future, and while you carry the memories, they no longer hold weight. They are now data points. Wisdom you will use to ensure you never end up in those waters again. You are moving toward a horizon where peace isn't something you have to fight for, it's something you exist within. This journey requires you to leave behind the heavy baggage of the past to keep your boat afloat. Phase 10, the aftermath. The story concludes with you in your full radiant power as the Empress. You have transformed the peace disturbance into a platform for your ascension. The Empress doesn't look back at the shadows. She is too busy tending to her abundance. You are now a being of pure creation and self-love. The karmic person is gone, fading into history like a bad dream. They realized they could no longer survive in your atmosphere because you cut off the oxygen of your attention. You have passed the final exam. This phase is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. You begin attracting high vibrational connections because your frequency is no longer cluttered with the static of the past. You aren't just at peace, you are prospering. The star, the hope of the future, shines brightly over your garden. You begin to realize the entire ordeal was a divine test designed to show you how much you have truly grown. You didn't just survive the return. You used it as a catalyst to step onto your throne. You are the sovereign of your own heart, and the gates to your peace are now guarded by wisdom. You are whole, protected, and ready for the true love and abundance that has been waiting for you to clear this space. The cycle is closed, the karma is balanced, and the lesson is integrated. You are now standing in the center of your own creation. Well done.
The clouds are on fire with the first light of the day. The birds climb ever high, and on the blue they sail away. It was meant to be like this, everything at peace, a new world full of hope, a promise whispered on the breeze. But we're groaning here below, too familiar with the sound. The teardrop on your cheek reflects a world left upside down. Ever high, unseen and unexplained. My river running wild, but never running free. Restless as the ocean, longing for the sea. Not yet reconciled, and always passing through, and I would lose myself to find myself in you. River running wild, but never running free. Restless as the ocean, longing